Hi, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my Stampin' Up! Studio. Today I've got my second project from the January to June 2020 mini catalog. If you would like a copy of this catalog, I will have them sometime early mid-December, depending on mail. So if you have purchased anything from me in the last 9 months or so, then you will automatically get one. If you come to my camps, you will automatically get one. So you can come to December camp, but I don't know if I'll have them by then. Maybe, probably not, because it's early in December. So I doubt that I have them. Maybe. But we'll definitely have them in January. So come to January camp and you'll get one. Or if you've ordered anything online from me in the last 9 months or so, you'll get one mailed to you. If you would like one mailed to you, then just order something from my website and you'll have one automatically show up in your mailbox. If you've ordered from me in the past and it's been a minute, then you'll need to order something from me again to trigger that, so I'll know that you want one. There's a cost associated with mailing these, and I literally have hundreds of people who I could mail them to, and I can't mail them to people who don't buy from me because I would go bankrupt. So I just need to know that you're still interested in purchasing from me. And as soon as I know that, then I'll send you one. If you've never gotten a catalog from me before, or you're new to stamping, I'd be most certainly happy to mail you one. So I would send you one and you don't have to order. So if you've never been on my catalog mailing list, then just let me know and I will get you one. So whichever social media that you're watching this on, just message me and then I'll get in contact with you to get your address. So I can't show you the inside yet, but today I'm going to use the Parisian Beauty bundle. It's part of the Parisian Blossom Suite, which is 2 stamp sets. And funny story, I was actually going to use the other one, which is all flowers, and I had it all over here. See, I had it all open and ready to go. And then as I started working on the card, I decided I really wanted to use this Eiffel Tower. It looked better with the design that I was doing, so I just scooted that aside. But I have been asking for suggestions. So if you see something out of the box when I did my unboxing of all of the stuff I got, this was one of the most popular ones that people requested that I do a card for. This and the poppies. So the poppies are next. Don't worry, you poppy people. It's coming. And then the other one I'm going to use is the Happy Birthday to You. And this is our other catalog that will come out in January. And from January to March, this is the best kind of catalog of all. Everything in it is free. So from January to March, if you spend 50 or 100, then based on how much you spend, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can pick for free. And then this will be one of your free selections. And I wanted to make this a birthday card, and the stamp set that I'm using didn't have a birthday sentiment. So I'm going to use both of these sentiments on this card. So when you get a stamp set free, you can pick it for a myriad of reasons. And I do love this. So we'll be using it. I may even mix it with this paper at some point. But feel free to tell me. If you're watching this in November, I'm having a special that if you spend $115 on my website, I'm giving free paper trimmers. And if you're watching the week I post it, November 20th to the 22nd, Stampin' Up's having an online sale, which I am adding some additional freebies with it. And I always have thank you specials. So if you want to make sure you get that free catalog sent to you and you haven't purchased for a while, this will be a great month to do it. So this is Petal Pink. The colors in this cardstock, which is super, super yummy. Look how pretty this is. I hope you can see it. I know sometimes the video doesn't do great with the shimmer, but it has champagne foil in it. I'm still not feeling great, so sorry. I have my hot tea here. And then I'm going to mix it with some champagne foil. So for the stamping, I've got Petal Pink ink and some Memento. So let's stamp first. The stamping on this card is kind of minimal. So let's do the inside of my card with the Petal Pink and this big Eiffel Tower. And I'm just kind of using this just to be, I don't want it to be terribly dark. So if it doesn't get inked up all the way, that's fine, because I just want it to be a little bit of background for the inside of my card. And I haven't put my stickers on yet because I'm trying to get a bunch of things done before Thanksgiving. And then I have my Stampin' Up! Team comes over in December and they will make all of these projects. Because when every new catalog comes out, we have a big stamp day at my house and I provide all the projects and they provide the snacks. So I like to get those done And I also have camp coming up, which I have more than half the projects ready for that. But you know, that's slipping back into Christmas. So here's the inside. So the Eiffel Tower is from the Parisian set, and then the Happy Birthday is from the Celebration set. So that's all the stamping for the inside. And then I have a little piece of shimmer white here. And I'm going to use the Celebrate. It's from the Celebration set. Appropriate. I love the script. And then I've got the little fleur-de-lis from the Parisian set. And again, I don't want it too dark, so I'm not going to press super hard. I just want a really light background. So I just pressed just enough that I knew that I would get the colors, but not have it be focal. So that's it for the stamping. And then I have a new punch that will be in the catalog, and this punch is super fun. I'm not going to use all of the ways that it can be used. I don't know if you can see it. It has a slot and a hole. So after you make your tag, you can line it back up in there if you want and give it a slot or a hole. I don't need it for this card, but I'll show you what it does. So pretty shimmer white tag. Oh, it didn't even do it because my paper's not big enough. But see, you could stick it back in and you could get a tag, or you could stick it back in if you want some place to put your ribbon through, and you could get those. So that is a fun new punch that will be in the January catalog. So now let's do our die cutting and embossing with the folder. This is a really quick card because I do lots of cards when my girls come over, and I want it to be fun for them. I don't want them to be stressed. So when you're going to do a lot of cards, none of them can be exceedingly time consuming. So this is the new folder. It's part of the suite. I don't know what it's called, and I can't open my catalog to see for you. So just know it's part of the Parisian suite. And the links, of course, aren't up yet on the on our website, so I can't even tell you. Like, I won't have those down below. But don't worry, when the catalog is available and you can purchase, I will start to get those up. So I'm just going to put this in. This line here means it's straight. And I want to make sure that I get some of the little flowers and some of the fleurs. So they're kind of everywhere. Is that a word, fleurs? And it's a new Stampin' Up! Folder. So you need either the blue plate, or you need to put a couple of shims under if you have just the regular plates. Just put some shims of typing paper or cardstock under there. And look how beautiful this is. Isn't that stunningly gorgeous? Super, super pretty. And then to cut, we just need to go back to the regular platforms. And then I'm going to use, there's a little flourish thing, and I'm going to use the Eiffel Tower. And then I'm not going to use all of the pieces. There's way more pieces that come in this set. But I did want to show you that it's got a couple of French words. It has love and thank you in French, which is always nice to have those scripty things because they look so pretty when you put them on. Oh, I put it on here already. I was thinking, where's my other thing? So I'm going to go with black. And I don't want anything to go through speed bumps, so let's get it all on here, kind of catty corner. These aren't speed bumpy-ish, but just in case. My plates are getting more and more cut up. We need a new die cutting system, and I'm eagerly awaiting when we finally get news, but we've heard nothing, so I have no scoop. So I rolled these through once, and then I rolled back, and that was enough. So once, and then back. The bottom bit of my Eiffel Tower took a little bit more poking to get out of, but it wasn't bad. So this one came out perfectly fine. Let's see if it looks like, yeah, this is gonna come out okay. Look how pretty those are. So super pretty. So do I have my little tray? My little trash tray? It's my stickers. So what you wanna do, let's take your designer series paper and put it at the top. And I found it easier to just put the adhesive on the card because the foil cardstock, sometimes it doesn't hold adhesive very well. So just do it this way. And I did it because all this cardstock is yummy and you don't want it to be covered up. So I did it, it's cut 4 inches because for the 12-inch cardstock, you'll get the most that way. So it's all cut 4 inches, but then I'm gonna go top to bottom so the whole thing of this is covered. So just line it up and make sure your edges are lined. And then before you press down, make sure it's straight. And then press it down. And then that's a better way to get the foil to stick. And then I have the ribbon that comes in the suite. And then this is some of my, of course, dual dyed tulle ribbon. And this is dyed in granite. As I was looking at it, I thought, oh, I don't have any dyed ribbon that will match this. And so I almost went with white, but it was a little too bright. And so then I looked at the granite and I thought, it's kind of champagne-y. So it worked. So cut a generous portion and you're going to tie it. It looks pretty on the inside of the card, so it doesn't matter that you're wrapping it around. You want to tie it to kind of hide the seam. You can still see through it, but you see through it pretty instead of just a seam. So get these so they're about even here. Tie one knot. This is going to be a mildly floofy bow. So tie those here, and then you're going to tie this. One's longer than the other. We're just going to work with it. I'll just trim it at the end. So tie 2 big loops, as big as you can get these to go. So you want it to go till the ends. One of my ends is going to be way longer than the other because I'm going to stop. You want this little end here to stop when it's about how long you want it to actually be. So I'm going to judge this one by that one. Since my ribbon wasn't tied in half. And it kind of sticks on itself. So if you have to just work one side at a time, that's fine. So there we go. So now you have a big bow. Pull that tight. So see, now you have 2 giant loops. Excuse me. Losing my voice, I can tell. And then you're just going to take those 2 loops and then tie another whole bow. And then pull that tight. Just like that. So right now it doesn't look too crash hot pretty. If you've not seen me do these before. Sometimes when we get new catalog things, then people will watch me that haven't seen my stuff before. So first trim off that end. And then you're going to separate all these little loops out because they stick on themselves and they kind of get squished when you pull them. And once you do this, then it makes your bow all floofy and pretty. And the nice thing is the tulle. Well, if you haven't seen me dye it, I dye whole spools at once. And I always have at least 8, 10 different colors of it dyed. So I have whole spools to work with. It doesn't get on your hands. It doesn't make you dirty. It doesn't transfer to your cardstock. And it's great to use at class or at events or if you're making a whole lot of something and it's just ready to go. So now you can see, but it also, if you put it in an envelope, it just bounces right back up when they open it up. So we have that. Let's get our little scrolly out. Oh, come on. There we go. This one's pretty. Look how delicate that is. Super, super delicate. So then I'm just going to take glue dots to adhere most of this together from here on out. So take one glue dot, put it up here. There's a little fatter piece up here where they kind of come together. Stick it kind of just underneath, so it's on your card, but kind of underneath the bow. So you've got that there. And I like that it's up. I don't want it to be stuck to the card. I like the dimension. I like the little flingy that we get. Then this is the ribbon that comes in the suite, and it is called Petal Pink metallic edge ribbon, and you can see it has like a gold to it. So you just need a piece like that. And then take another glue dot. I'm a huge fan of glue dots, and you're going to stick this glue dot here. And then do it so it makes a, like, I don't know what shape that is, a teardrop. Because you don't want it to oval in on itself, because you want to see as much ribbon as possible. And then get another glue dot and stick it on there. And again, lift all this up. Put it in here. So you're making like a little arrangement of ribbon. And then we're going to use glue dots to stick our Eiffel Tower down. So you have to kind of smush them a little bit on parts of it. So one fits at the top. When we were on stage, one of the presenters showed a fabulous way of using sponges and green glue on these, and I will eventually do it. But for this, because I wanted this to have the doingy quality, I opted not to do it. Plus, you know, I was kind of in a hurry and to go get new stuff when my glue dots are sitting here, and I am, you know, also a fan of doing what you know and love. But I didn't want the girls at the event to smoke this down. It would work perfectly on the Eiffel Tower to use the new method. So put 3 here and then 1 on each foot. And these you kind of have to string, like pull. The nice thing about glue dots is, you know, you can make them be the shape you need. So you just make these long, long and skinny. That's it for the glue dots. And then again, the same way you did with your paper, don't press anything until you know it's all where you want it. So the main thing is to make sure that the feet are on the card. And kind of just lay it on and then press it down. And you can see the glue dots hold it nice and well. And then let's get our little celebrate. And you can stick this on with your snail. And again, it's going to go up here in the little arrangement. How super cute is that? And we could be done, but why be done if there's rhinestones? And there's new rhinestones. And these are the champagne rhinestones that go with the sweet, and they're just delicious, so they have to go on here. But with this, I wanted it to be a less is more, so we're just going to use 1. And 1 is all you need, because they're so pretty. And there's already a lot going on the card, even though, you know, it's the kind of card that can take it. So just add 1. Here's my other one. So super pretty. The bow's easy. You could do it, and you would have to use, you really have to use one of the tools to get it to be fluffy like this, to get that dimension. There's not really any of our other ribbons. The new seam binding might work, but I don't think it will hold its shape as well as the tool does. I think it will fall down on itself. But this would be a really pretty card to put like on the outside of a bridal bag. This set will be great for like French teachers. If you're in the Midwest, you could use it for scrapbooking Kings Island pictures, or if you've been to Epcot and you have taken pictures there, you can use it. I have great pictures of my daughter at several different stages in life when she's had her picture taken with Belle at Epcot over, you know, or Sleeping Beauty when she's had her picture taken even as an adult there. So you'll find lots of reasons to use the set. The words in the actual set are much more Valentine, wedding, anniversary kind of words. That's why I just pulled out words to make it a birthday card. But there you go. If you need a catalog, let me know. If you are interested in seeing any of the other sets that you know I have from my unboxing, then just comment on this one or comment on that video, or just message me and I will work on putting something together. If you want to come make these cards and you're an indie, then you can join my demonstrator team and come to our free night of stamping. I'd love to have you. Everybody have a great day. Bye.